Well, hey, boy, howdy, boys and girls, men and women of all ages and walks of life. Welcome once again to the play inside of the garage. We ain't on the working side these days. We're just waiting on parts, and it's a little frustrating. Not just for me, but I think you guys kind of like that guitar building stuff. So, anywho's, I've got something kind of special for you today. I don't know if you'll enjoy this or not, but I've decided to jump on the bandwagon with all these guitar amplifier comparisons. Tube amps, transistor amps, modeling amps, solid state amps. We've got them all. We've had them all for years. Anyways, as we all know, especially solid state or modeling or whatever you want to call them, amps without tubes have really come a long ways in how they can really emulate a tube, kind of. That will never happen, guys and gals, until they find a way to put glass tubing inside of a transistor or on top of one. But then again, it's once again a tube amp. Like PV made a trans tube. A number of companies have made a solid state amp but with a tube stage in it. What I have here today for your listening and dining pleasure, of course, is I've got my super trusty old 76 Vibrolux Fender tube amp. It has two 10-inch Celestion speakers that are well broken in. What I have over here, the contender, in this corner, we have a brand new Katana 100 Mark II. The Fender has about, I think, 30 to 40 watts. I'm not sure what exactly it has. This has 100 watts, but it has an attenuator. I've got the attenuator set on 0.5 of a watt, 1/2 watt. That one's cranked up almost halfway, so it's almost at noon. This one's just kind of barely on. And I really messed around with these quite a bit the other day, trying my best to get a pretty darn close tone comparison. But you know, in the long run, like say you go to a club and you hear a swinging band and the guitar tone is just awesome, you know? Well, you know, it doesn't really matter if you know what the guy's playing through as long as it sounds good. And that's going to be my point here today. Can we make both of these, even though they sound different, still both of them sound good? You know, something you'd be okay with taking out and playing in front of people. We're going to plug this puppy in. This, of course, is my Telecaster I made, second guitar I made. And we are going to run loop number 35. It's kind of slow, melodic, bluesy kind of thing. And the reason we're doing that is so I can play lots of, you know, sustained notes. There isn't going to be a whole bunch of this running around and, you know, trying to impress people with stuff I can't do. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please like and subscribe and share it with your friends and leave comments. If you'd like to see another comparison like this, I'd do it. I've got another amp I could compare to my Vibrolux, and I can compare it to this one too. So what the heck? I think we should kind of get started here, folks. And let's turn on the gas pedal here. I'm not going to tell you which one's which. You'll be able to know, even though these phones really don't, you know, record in stereo, and that's what I record with, is with an iPhone. So I'm not even going to apologize for that. Anyways, hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. I hope your week goes good for you. So let's get her started. All right, let's turn it on to the humbucking mode. What do you think? See how that sounds. A little hotter. Now, folks, we're going to turn them all back off and just play rhythm, quiet chords. See how good it sounds that way. I personally think they both sound pretty darn good. Of course, I'm playing, so, you know, who wouldn't think that? of fun, at least it was for me. Got to play this guitar. I don't play all the time. It's fun. Don't use that Vibrolux all that much. You know, it's a tube amp, and you know, tubes are expensive and hard to get, so I don't play it all that often. I just let my friends play it when they come over. They seem to like that one. But they've never heard this one. And, you know, I haven't had that Mustang GTX 100 for all that long, and any of my buddies that come over and play sometimes, they've even heard that one either. Now, that's a modeling amp, and it has numerous different amps modeled in it. You know, it's got almost every Fender you can think of, and it's got Marshalls and Vox and Orange, high watts. It's got all these things, plus what's really nice, it has different speaker types to put with each amp. So you can have a deluxe reverb with 4 10s, or a 15, or 4 12s. So it really does a lot more voicing wise, but you know what? It's a heck of a lot more complicated too. It's mata, always messing around with stuff. You got the foot switch, and it's very hard, like my old Line 6 Flex Tone was, to get it globally the same. So in other words, I could put in a clean tone on that. Sounds great, blam, it sounds good. You put in a dirty tone, and it's either half the volume or it's twice the volume. So you got to go in and try to remember what the clean tone sounded like and try to make it the same. Anyways, this I think is a little easier in that realm. It's just got 5 or 4 different distinct channels and variations on those. And by the way, I'm running this on the complete clean channel. It does have a little gain on the channel just to kind of, you know, make it sound more like a tube amp that's just turned up a little bit, you know. So anywhoos, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, like I said, I'm going on a trip here pretty soon, so I won't be able to be making any videos for you for a while. And I hope you don't lose interest in the channel. Like I said before, I appreciate all you guys. I love you all for watching the channel. And I hope you enjoy watching these videos. And we'll get back to the guitar making as soon as we can. And you know, like I explained before, I really didn't want to work on 3 or 4 at one time. I'm just not that darn good, you know. I get confused easy. Ask my wife. Anyways, I've got 2 I'm working on. And like I said, if none of these parts and these pick guards come in, I'm, you know, kind of stuck for a while. But maybe I'll figure out something else to do. What do you think? All right, leave a comment if you would, and let me know if you liked this or enjoyed it. And if you want to hear the Fender Vibrolux against the Fender GTX, or the GTX against the Katana, I don't care. Anyways, once again, I hope you have a pleasant and wonderful week. I'll miss you guys next week. I won't be here. So I love you all, and don't forget to pray for your country, your world, and pray for your friends. And put your thoughts out to those who need medical healing and attention, because they're all over the place, especially when you get to be an old guy like me. You know, these people are just... I have friends that are a lot younger than I am with a whole bunch more problems. So anyways, I love them all, and I pray for them, and I think about them all the time. I will see you guys later in the next video. Bye-bye.